everyone, good morning, happy Saturday. For my vote on Instagram stories, this seemed like it would be the easiest way for everyone to get their Saturday morning yoga in. So I will post this on Instagram TV as a video you can go back to anytime. If you're on my page and don't know how to get to Instagram TV, go to my profile and then there's 3 sections at the top. Go to the middle one and then like my tagged pictures are on the other side. It's the option right in the middle. Or I will make a post that should take you right to it. Anyways, I'm obviously not a great Instagram instructional person. So I will also post this to YouTube and share it on Facebook. So I will do this, probably the same thing for my Monday and Wednesday night class as well, unless y'all tell me you want to do it live and have like comments and stuff going where y'all can see me in real time. So we'll try this one out first. Let me know if we should change it up or keep it like this. So come down to the floor. If you have a mat, roll it out. If not, you can put a blanket down, or you really don't. We're not going to do anything really crazy where you have to have a mat, so you don't even really need one if you don't have one. If you've wanted to try yoga but didn't want to go to a class yet, perfect time to try it when you're stuck inside at home with nothing to do. So let's start in any seated position you'd like. Can be cross-legged, legs out, however you feel comfortable. Sit up nice and tall. Pull your shoulders up towards your ears as you inhale. And as you exhale, slowly roll your shoulders down and back. Breathe out through your mouth. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, bring your shoulders up. Hold your breath at the top. And exhale, roll your shoulders down and back. Same thing, one more time. Inhale. Hold it. And exhale. Good. This time, take your chin to your chest. Bring your arms down by your sides, palms facing up. And on your inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling and look up. Hold your breath at the top. And then as you exhale, take your left hand to your right knee, right hand back behind you, and look over your right shoulder. Try to keep your spine straight, stay lifted up through the crown of your head. And as you inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, twist a little further. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, come back to center, reaching up for the ceiling. And when you exhale this time, take your right hand to your left knee, left hand back behind you. Same thing on this side. As you inhale, lengthen up. And as you exhale, twist a little bit further, looking over your left shoulder. Stay sitting up nice and tall. Take deep breaths. And then take one more breath in. And as you exhale, reach up for the ceiling. And as you exhale, take both hands back down by your sides and tuck your chin into your chest. Good, let's come back up, look straight ahead, take your hands to your knees, straight back, flat back. As you inhale, take your right hand straight up and then over towards your left ear, and then gently lower your right ear towards your right shoulder while you still stay sitting up tall. Close your eyes if you want. Take a couple breaths here. And then come back to center. Release your right hand down. And inhale your left arm up and over towards your right ear. And gently pull your left ear towards your left shoulder. Make sure you're sitting up tall. Don't slouch over. Just be very mindful of what you're doing with your body. Take one more breath. And then come back to center. Release your left hand back down. This time we're going to interlace our fingers. Place your hands on the back of your head and your thumbs down your neck, so your hands will look like this behind your head. And then bring your elbows in close together. Sit up tall. And then take your chin to your chest and look straight down. Stretching out back of your neck. And then release, come back to center, and sit up nice and tall. Get my water bottle out of the way. All right, now take your hands out in front of you. If your legs aren't already crossed in front of you, bring your legs in Take your hands out in front of you, and then slowly walk your fingertips forward just as much as you can. You want to be able to feel a decent stretch in your hips. Try to keep your back flat. You don't want anything to hurt. You don't want to reach too far. Just a gentle stretch. Take a couple breaths. Wiggle around if you need to. And then slowly walk your hands back in. And we're going to switch legs. So take a look down at your legs. Whatever leg's in front, bring it to the back. Whatever leg's in back, take it to the front. And we're going to do a couple of the same things we just did. So start with your hands down by your sides, palms facing up. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, reach up for the ceiling. And exhale, left hand comes to your right knee, right hand back behind you. Twist and look over your right shoulder. Stay sitting up nice and tall. Take 2 deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And then come back to center, reaching up. And exhale, right hand comes to your left knee, left hand back behind you. Gentle twist, looking over your left shoulder or over towards the left. One more breath. And come back to center, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands back down. Take your hands out in front of you. Slowly walk your hands forward. Wiggle around, move around however feels good. And then slowly walk your hands back in and make your way to all fours. So you want everything to be in a straight line here. You want your knees right underneath your hips. You want your back to be flat. Your wrists right under your elbows, elbows right under your shoulders. Fan your fingers out really wide. And then as you inhale, drop your belly down towards the mat, look up towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, round your spine, push away from the mat, look towards your belly button. Inhale, drop your belly, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round, push away from the mat. Do one more round of that. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Awesome. Come to a flat back. And take your left leg out straight behind you. And take your right arm straight out. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. And then inhale, tap your right elbow to your left knee underneath you. Exhale, extend. Inhale, tap. Exhale, reach. 2 more times. Inhale, tap. Exhale, reach. Last one. Inhale, tap. This time when you exhale, reach, you're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Come back to all fours. We're going to switch sides, of course. Anything you do on one side, you have to do on the other. So send your right leg out, left arm out. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, tap your left elbow to your right knee. Exhale, extend. Inhale, tap. Exhale, reach. Inhale, tap. Exhale, reach. One more. Inhale, tap. Exhale, reach and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Come to all fours. Take your knees out wide, big toes together. Send your hips back to your heels. Reach your hands forward and look down towards the mat. Come into child's pose. Take a couple deep breaths here. Sink down into your mat or into the floor or the blanket, whatever you're laying on. Just let your body sink down, relax. And then keep your lower half of your body where it is. Walk both hands over towards the right corner of your mat. And then look back down towards the mat. Rest your forehead on the mat if you can. Lift your head back up, walk both hands over towards the left corner of your mat, and sink back down. Lift your head back up, come back to center, and then come onto your belly. Untuck your toes so the tops of your feet are pressed into the mat. Take your hands right underneath your shoulders. Chin comes to the mat, eye gaze forward, looking at me through the video. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently peel your chest off the mat just a little bit, little to no weight in your hands, pushing the weight into your thighs and into the tops of your feet. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Awesome. This time, take your hands out a little bit wider. Come onto your fingertips, elbows point straight up. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, peel your chest up as high as you can. Look up towards the ceiling. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Awesome job. We're going to do that 2 more times. This time when we peel our chest up, we're going to look over our right shoulder. So take a deep breath in. And exhale, peel your chest straight up towards the ceiling as high as you can, and then look over towards the right. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Come back to center. Slowly lower back down to the mat. Same thing to the left. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly peel your chest up, look up, and then turn over towards the left. And hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center, slowly lower down. Awesome. Take your hands back underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under. Tuck your toes so your toes are on the mat. Lift your knees, and then press into your hands and push all the way up to a plank. And hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push to down dog. And then pedal out your legs one at a time. Bend one knee, bend both knees. Do whatever you need to do to stretch out the first down dog of the morning. And then when you're ready, find stillness in this pose. And take a couple breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Slowly walk your hands back to your feet. Keep your feet separated just a little bit, hip width distance. Put a slight bend into your knees. Grab opposite elbows, let your head hang heavy, and just hang straight down. Maybe even sway side to side a little bit. You should be able to feel this in your hamstrings, maybe even in your lower back, depending on the person. It could be different with everybody. And then come to a stopping place right in the center. Take your hands to the mat, heel toe your feet together, and then slowly roll up to standing, one vertebra at a time. Very slowly, your head will be the very last thing to come up. Slow motion this morning. And when your head comes up, roll your shoulders back a couple of times. Just move around a little. Get all your wiggles out. And then inhale, reach up for the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. We're going to repeat that. Bend your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Take your eye gaze to your hands. Separate your feet about hip width distance. Slowly walk your hands forward again. Come back into down dog. Hold it here. Take your eye gaze in between your hands and step your right foot in between your hands. If you can only get it from here, grab your hand, help yourself up or take a couple steps to get there, however you need to get here, just take your right foot right in between your hands. Keep your left leg lifted high, keep your hands on the ground. We're just gonna stay here in a low runner's lunge. You can sway forward and back if that feels good. And now we're gonna take our left knee down to the mat, untuck your back toes so your top of your foot is flat on the mat. Raise up, bring your hands to your hips if you can, and push your hips forward and down. If this is too hard for you to balance, perfectly fine with keeping your hands on the mat. Just be sure you're pushing your hips forward. You should be able to feel a stretch all down the left side of your hips, the front of your hip. Just stay here for a moment, move around, find the perfect stretch for you this morning. And then if your hands are on your hips, take your hands down to the mat. We're going to straighten out this front leg, send your hips back, straighten out your front leg, and then hinge forward into your right leg. So you don't have to fold all the way forward if you can't, just lean forward just a little bit if that's all that you can, but you should be able to feel it on the back of your right leg. If you're one that requests splits practice in class, you can go into the splits here if you'd like. But if not, just stay right here. Hold it for 2 more breaths. One more big, long, deep breath. Awesome. And then you're going to bend that right knee again. Hands come to your hips one more time. Push your hips down. And then place both hands down on the mat and step your right foot back. Come to all fours. Awesome. From here, we're going to move back into our down dog. So tuck your toes under, send your hips up, down dog. Take breath. And then we're going to step our left foot in between our hands. Again, however you need to get it there. You can have your hand help it get there. You can take a couple steps. Whatever you need to do, just get that left foot up. Sway forward and back. Feel the stretch along the front of your right hip. And then take your right knee down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Hands come to your hips. Push your hips forward. Hands come to your hips if you can. If not, back down on the ground. No big deal. And take a couple breaths here. I don't know about y'all, but I have not really been working out or moving or doing yoga. I've gone for a couple walks, but that's about it. And this feels really good. I need to start doing yoga every day while I'm stuck in my house, because this is already making me feel a lot better. All right, now straighten out your left leg, send your hips back, and then hinge forward at your hips to lean in towards your left leg. Hold it here for 2 or 3 breaths, and then if you went into the splits on the other side, go into the splits on this side. One more breath. If you're in the splits, start to come out and come back into this. And then lift up, bend that left knee, shift your hips forward again, hold it here. And then send that left foot back, come back to all fours. All right, from all fours, tuck your toes, push your hips up, come into your downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift your left leg up high. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your chest. Step your foot through your hands. Drop your right foot down and back at a 45-degree angle. Use your core, rise straight up into Warrior One. Ooh, I can't balance this one. Reaching up tall. Take a couple breaths here. We won't hold it for very long. On your next exhale, open up to Warrior Two. strong legs, strong core, strong arms. Looking over the middle finger of your left hand. Again, we won't stay very long, just a few breaths. And let's drop our right hand to our right leg. Flip your left hand, reach back, reverse warrior. Keep that bend in your left knee. Reach back, look up towards the ceiling. And let's shift back to warrior two. Straighten out your front leg and then reach your arms towards the front of your mat. Tilt your left arm down and your right arm up. Looking up towards the ceiling. Try to keep both shoulders level, like there's a wall behind you and both shoulders are against the wall. Awesome. Let's pivot back to warrior two. And then windmill your hands down to the mat. Step your left foot back to meet the right. Come back to down dog. Take a breath. Big deep breath in through your nose. In out through your mouth. And then on your next inhale, lift your right leg up high. Exhale, pull your knee into your chest. Step your foot through. Drop your left foot down. Rise up to warrior one on this side. Make sure your shoulders aren't pulled up by your ears. Release your shoulders down. Reaching both arms straight up towards the ceiling. And let's open up to warrior two. Nice deep breaths. Don't forget to breathe. And then drop your back hand to your back leg. Flip your right hand. Reach back. Reverse warrior. Keep that right knee bent. Come back to warrior two. Straighten out your front leg. Reach your arms towards the front. Tilt your right arm down, left arm up. Remember, keep both shoulders flat against that imaginary wall behind you. Strong legs, strong arm reaching up. And then pivot back to warrior two. Windmill your hands down. Step back to down dog. Take your eye gaze in between your hands. Jump or step to the top of your mat. Bend your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, jump or step back to plank. Shift your weight forward. Slowly lower down to chaturanga or all the way down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's do that one more time. Get a little bit more heat in your body. Take your eye gaze in between your hands. Jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Jump or step back to plank. Shift your weight forward. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Awesome. Take your eye gaze in between your hands. This time, slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. And slowly roll up to standing. Let's do a little balance work here. So we're going to shift our weight into our left foot. Sorry, I pointed to my right foot. Into your left foot. And bring your right foot up. So it can be right here, holding yourself down by the mat. It can be on your calf. Or it can be on your thigh. Just avoid it being right on your knee. You don't want to be pushing your knee out the opposite way. So find whatever place is good for you. And when you find your balance, bring your hands to your heart. We're just going to hang out here for a moment. Find a space in front of you, 3 or 4 feet in front of you, something that's not going to move. Try to focus on that. To help you stay balanced a little bit. See if you can lift up through the top of your head, make yourself really tall. If you fall out, just come back up. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Awesome. Exhale, arms and legs come down. Switch your weight into your right foot, and we'll do the same thing on this side. Bring your foot wherever you can balance. It can be down here, on your calf, or on your thigh. And then bring your hands to your heart whenever you find your balance. And we'll hold it here for a few moments. And close your eyes if you want to challenge your balance. And then inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, arms and legs come down. Awesome job. Let's make our way back down to the mat. I have a short, very short meditation I'm going to play that I found that I think we all need right now. If you have Headspace, there's a little playlist, I guess, that they created in there for all of us stuck at home called Weathering the Storm. And I believe they said it's free for everybody right now. So that is a great resource you can use. If you've been to my classes, that Headspace is the app that we use for our meditations at the end. So this one's just 1 minute and 27 seconds, not long. You can come into your final Shavasana if you would like while we do this meditation. If you're new to yoga, that's just laying down on your back, heels in, toes out, laying down, palms facing up. Or you can just come into a seated position, child's pose, whatever you feel comfortable in. Like I said, it's not very long, 1 minute and 30 seconds. So, here we go.
One reason we struggle so much in our mind, and very often in our lives, is that we're resistant to change. We may believe that we really like change, that we don't like things when they're always the same. But the mind tends to hold on. It likes security. It likes certainty. So, whenever something is changing, it's somewhat threatening to the mind, and hence a struggle. But of course, everything is changing, all of the time, in our mind, in our body, all around us. There's nothing that stays the same. And of course, time itself is a constantly shifting sea, one moment after the next, always different, never the same. And any idea that we might have of a future moment, that's just an idea. Nothing more than that. If we can get comfortable with this idea of change, of nothing staying the same, then the mind can be at ease. We're no longer trying so hard to cling on to that sense of stability and security. Instead, the mind is free. It's in understanding this idea of change that we experience true freedom of mind.
All right, that's it. If you're laying down, start to wiggle around or stay there for a little bit longer if you feel like you need it. But that is the end of my yoga class today, our virtual yoga class. So hopefully you all enjoyed it. Hopefully it helped you out. I know I feel better from moving around when I haven't for the past couple of days. So be looking out for some more of these. Let me know if you want me to keep doing it like this and just recording them and then uploading them, or if you would prefer me to do them live. Like I said earlier, I'm here to help y'all however I can. So I know everyone is like handling this differently, but it's kind of stressing me out, making me anxious, and yoga makes me feel better. So if you want more of these, let me know how I can help you. Bye, y'all have a good day.